Today I went up to Newcastle again for the final of my DBS assessments, which was to see the clinical psychologist, the neuropsychologist. I think that I wasn't anxious about the psychology test per se. I knew that it would be a gentle experience. I wasn't going to have to physically go through anything, but I was equally anxious because I'm a woman of a certain age and I go to the top of the stairs and can't remember what I was there for. I struggle to remember people's names, so I was a bit concerned that I wouldn't be, that she'd say, I'm really sorry immediately, you know, your memory's too short. You know, you're not going to be a candidate, because they have to really screen carefully. They want to make sure that the people who go for this test aren't going to be made worse by the therapy. And things like memory loss, balance, a lot of the non-motor symptoms can be exacerbated, can alter speech. Anyway, there's a lot of things that they have to take into consideration. So my mental state is one of the things that they wanted to make sure was okay. And I'd really hoped to be able to sort of give you all pearls of wisdom about what happened, but apparently if I tell you, I have to kill you. So that would never do. Obviously, there are a range of tests that they use, but if people know about them in advance, then they can prep for them and they can skew the results, and it's really important that that doesn't happen. So unfortunately, it's a secret I have to take to the grave. I don't have a huge amount of knowledge or experience of deep brain stimulation. I've read a little bit about it. I have tried not to go too far down the rabbit hole of the internet, because that can be equally worrying. But I think that from what I've gleaned from people themselves who've had it, some people have developed tremors, some people it's altered their speech patterns. So I think it could potentially worsen mood if that was an issue for that person. I think potentially it can have a problem with balance. So again, if your balance isn't great and you have DBS, it could potentially make it worse. The multidisciplinary team will look at all of the data. They'll look at the MRI scan, they'll look at the dopamine test, they'll look at the clinical psychologist report, and then as a group work out what's going to be the best thing for that person, what will be the best outcome. It has been a long day. I've slept really badly this whole week. I've had low-grade anxiety. It's all out of my hands now. I've done my bit. I've attended the appointment. I've given the information that I can give. I've flogged myself up to Newcastle. I've taken the tablets. I've jumped through the hoops. And I'm not going to be cured, whatever happens. If I have the DBS, I'm still going to have Parkinson's. I'm still going to have a degenerative condition. But hopefully it will reduce some of my pain. You know, as I'm sat chatting here, my foot's in cramp, my neck's in cramp, my arm's in cramp. I've probably got about a 6 out of 10 pain that I have pretty much all the time. And if that could be diminished in any capacity, that's got to be a win. You know, I have every faith in the clinicians, and I do 100% know that the people who are in charge of my care up at Newcastle will want me to be safe. So if they feel that there's going to be a risk to me having the operation, then I won't be having it. If they think it's going to be of benefit, then I can go ahead with a kind of with some confidence that it should be okay. But I'm delighted for the first time in a really long time to be able to park all of that stress and worry and let someone else worry about it, because I've done all the bits that I can do.